Okay, problem number 5 asks us to solve for y. So if we look at this equation, we're probably wanting y equals mx plus b format. Because we have an x and a y, we probably want to be able to graph this. So let's see. To solve for a variable means to get it by itself. So we want to get rid of this positive 3x. So we need to subtract 3x from each side. We have negative 2y is equal to negative 3x plus 6. But we don't have y equals yet. We have negative 2y equals. So now we need to undo this negative 2. Well, the negative 2 is being multiplied by y. So to undo that, we need to divide both sides by negative 2. So we have y equals, well, remember, the entire side is divided by negative 2. So each part is divided by negative 2. So negative 3x divided by negative 2. The negatives cancel, so we're left with 3 over 2x. Then positive 6 divided by negative 2 would give us negative 3. So our final answer is y equals 3 over 2x minus 3. Okay, over here, this one's actually a little easier. We need to solve for y. We just subtract our 5x from each side. We end up with 3y equals negative 5x plus 15. Divide both sides by 3, because that 3 is being multiplied by the y. So we're left with y equals negative 5 over 3x. Then plus 15 divided by 3 is positive 5. So our final answer is y equals negative 5 over 3x plus 5. Okay, proportions. A tree casts a 43-foot shadow. Okay, 43 feet shadow. I'm going to put SH for shadow. At the same time, a 4.5-foot tall boy casts a 10-foot shadow. So a 10-foot shadow, and the boy is 4.5 feet tall. Determine the height of the tree. So we have the shadows on top. We have the height of the object, whether it's the tree or the boy, on the bottom. We don't know what it is, so it's x feet tall. Okay, a proportion is when you have two fractions that are set equal to one another. When we solve for proportions, that's the only time that we cross multiply. So we're going to multiply this by this and this. So we get 10x is equal to 43 times 4.5. Okay, we have to figure out what 43 times 4.5 is. So 43 times 4.5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. Add our 1. We get 21. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 1 is 17. So we add here. We have 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 7 is 9. 1 here. Okay, how many decimal places do we have? We have 1. So it's 193.5. So 10x is going to equal 193.5. 10x is really 10 times x. So we divide both sides by 10. X equals 19.35 feet tall. So that tree is 19.35 feet. The tree is 19.35 feet. Okay, let's do one more proportion problem. Joe came to bat 464 times in 131 games. So we have 464 bats in 131 games. At this rate, how many times would he expect to bat in a full season of 162 games? So we know that games goes on the bottom, 162 games, and we want to know how many bats. So X bats. Well, again, we have a proportion, so we're going to cross multiply. So we have to do 131 times X and 464 times 162. So 131X is equal to 464 times 162. Okay, I just gave myself a little bit of room to figure out what 464 times 162 is. So 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry my 1. 2 times 4 is 8 again. Plus 1 is 9. 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 2 is 38. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 3 is 27. Okay, and then ones are easy. We have 4, 6, 4. Okay, let's squeeze this in. We have 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. 4 plus 8 is 12. Plus 9 is 21. 2 plus 7 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So we have 75,168. Is equal to 131X. So we're going to divide both sides by 131 to figure out what X is. X is approximately 574